Hey Aries, this is Alex, and I'm here to bring you your love reading. Okay, Aries, all right. Two cards just popped out immediately, quick, fast, in a hurry, and they are good cards, mind you. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked, shared, subscribed, left comments, providing me with confirmation and just a snapshot of what's going on in their lives, whether it's past or present. Thank you guys so much. Let's see what God, Angels, Universe has in store for you, my lovely Aries, my Martian Aries, with Pluto in the backdrop. Oh, this is so cool. Now that I'm in reading mode, after, giving all my things, I'm seeing here, Aries, you're moving towards a goal. I don't see any cups here yet, but, of course, the Chariot is Cancer, right? Which is a water sign. Look, I just said I don't see any cups here. And the reason why I don't see any cups here is because you guys just don't have cups on your mind, which is perfectly fine. But I just kind of feel like, ooh, you are moving towards a goal. We got the Seven of Wands on the bottom. Excuse me, little baby angel. Look over that Seven of Wands there. All right, so you guys are moving. Yeah, I hear either you're leaving a situation behind, quick, fast, in a hurry, and you're moving towards like a better, a greater outcome, which I'm appreciating for you, Aries. With the Hermit card that just kind of popped out, this kind of feels like a period where you might have been keeping to yourself, kind of staying away from people, taking care of things, working on yourselves. You know what? I'm going to take all of these because I just felt to. And look at that. More movement with the Knight of Pentacles. You have Scorpio showing up. You have Gemini here. You have Aquarius here. And, of course, with the Hermit, you have Virgo. So it's a nice full spread, Aries. Aries is an earth sign, so especially with that Knight of Pentacles there, that says to me that you guys are possibly moving slowly towards a goal. With the Page of Swords and then also the Lover's card, that says to me that you guys are being very, very, very careful. And we have the Hierophant at the bottom. You're being really careful and meticulous about how you move forward, who you let in, who you share information with. What I'm also getting here with the Lovers and the Page of Swords is that I feel like for some of you, maybe you want to reach out to someone to maybe let them know how you feel. Maybe someone has reached out to you to let you know how they feel. But this is somebody who either the conversations about love and relationships is at a minimum, or communication with this person specifically is at a minimum, okay? And forgive me, guys, I'm kind of all over the place, but these are the messages and how they're coming to me. And looking over here at Mr. and Mrs. Scorpio, right? For me as a reader, the Queen of Swords is Scorpio. Sorry, nobody cuts people out kind of better than the Scorpio. Okay, so this kind of says to me, yeah, this could have been somebody who, we're still in Mercury retrograde. Of course, Mercury is retrograding now in Scorpio. So absolutely, this feels like a complete resurrection. On one hand, maybe you're saying to yourself, should I give this person another chance? This is definitely somebody who you cut out. Or because, Mercury could have brought this person back all of a sudden, like blam, right out of nowhere. This person all of a sudden is back in your energy field, Aries. And I feel like somebody walked away from something that, was maybe in the planning. You guys never really got it off the ground. Maybe one person didn't know what they wanted. Maybe one person was closed and didn't express themselves. Angels just said to me that could have been you, Aries. Okay, so this kind of says to me that, yes, again, you are contemplating whether or not to give something a second chance. You have the Seven of Wands here with the Hierophant. So this is basically saying somebody was maybe a little resistant towards a relationship, towards some sort of commitment, towards some sort of advice or internal feeling or internal knowing as far as what to do. Okay, so now that I've kind of read this willy-nilly, let's now read it from left to right. So we have, of course, again, the Chariot with the Hermit, right? This is moving out of, moving away from, moving towards something to bring you happiness, joy, and contentment, right? The Chariot here says to me, this is almost like you guys moving towards happiness, right? I can hear maybe some of you saying, I just want to be happy. And it's not like, I don't feel like it was like you're unhappy or you were unhappy, Aries. I kind of feel maybe it was just numb, you know, kind of a little stagnant, kind of, again, a little keeping to yourself. You know, Aries is a creature of habit. So maybe you guys are just into a routine and you kind of went within and thought about some things that you might have wanted to change in your life, in your relationship, with how you interact with people. And now that you had those downloads, that information, you know, that kind of quiet time, that quiet period, now it's almost like, okay, we're ready to move forward. We're ready to go and get this happiness. You know, we're ready to go get this person. You know, that's what those two cards are basically saying to me. Now, this is something, you know, especially with Aquarius here, with the Star card, and then the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the Knight, of course, is a slow-moving Knight, but honey, he's going to get to his goal no matter what. It may take him some time, but he's going to get towards his goal. And again, with the Star card, that's hoping, wishing, praying, you know, for angels just said for a new life. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean, again, that the old one was so bad, but because, again, you've had this quiet period, right? Once you're, by default, once you come out of this quiet period, hello, you're back into a new life. New attitude. Again, you got two forward movement cards here, again, with the Chariot and then also with the Knight of Pentacles. So that, again, says to me, Aries, that you're moving towards something that is a wish, a hope, your heart's desire. Angels just said to me, and you're not letting anybody stop you, right? Now, here's the other thing, too, because what just came to me as well is I heard not even love. You're not going to allow love to derail you. And I don't feel like you guys are not interested in a relationship. I think it's more of the intoxication of love that you're not interested in, right? That part that, you know, makes people do stupid things, make people say stupid things, you know, make people become lax, overly trusting, give up too much control. Whatever that means to you, Aries, it's almost like, you know, again, you're being protective over it. I mean, you got Her Majesty here herself. Okay, so that's just pretty much saying to me, especially with the Page and then also the Queen sitting next to each other in this reading, that basically says, look, I am going to control what love, whatever connections that come in. I'm watching you guys, right? I'm watching, I'm paying attention. Nothing is getting away from me this time. I can also hear some of you saying, yeah, I got to get serious about love. You know, the other thing too is love doesn't come with instructions, by the way, right? Neither does life. Nobody necessarily knows what a good life is, how to live a good life. We all just kind of stumble through it, myself included, right? But for you specifically, Aries, especially in matters of the heart, whatever you give your time to, whatever you connect to, you know, again, you're coming out of this phase. So whatever it is, whomever it is that you are allowing into your energy field, look, that sword is ready. That sword is so freaking ready. And I have to laugh because of her, right? Because of her. You guys know in chess, the king is the most important, but the queen is the most powerful. Okay? The queen is the most powerful because she can move anywhere on the board. She can move anywhere on the board. Okay? So this, again, is you guys kind of heightened awareness, you know, kind of heightened security, heightened protection, you know, ready, ready to cut somebody off. Like, look, I love this too, because angels just said to me, Aries, you're setting boundaries, which we absolutely love. You're setting boundaries, and I love it, right? Here goes Scorpio, which is your sister sign, right? Both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars and Pluto, of course, with each sign is in different placement, right? But they're pretty much, you know, kind of like the same person, you know, from two different perspectives. Okay, so this again is you know, even though you're in heightened protective mode, which the universe loves, right? The universe loves when we get really extreme. I'm not going to let this, I'm not going to allow. Because energetically, that's resistance. Okay, so with that resistance, even if we want to call it protecting yourself and protecting boundaries or setting boundaries, here go the universe with its damn monkey wrench, right? Something that's just coming in out of nowhere, out of freaking nowhere. It's like, look, I had my stuff together. I was on guard. I was on deck. I was watching people. I was paying attention, and then all of a sudden, you know, something comes out of the blue. But then angels just also said to me too, because energy is fluid, this could be something that has already happened, you know, kind of like that monkey wrench in love. You were dealing with somebody, everything was going great. You know, 3 weeks in, now all of a sudden you're finding out this person is quote unquote separated, right? Like legally married, but quote unquote separated, which kind of throws everything on its side. You know what I mean? Now you have to say, for instance, reconsider everything. You got to reconsider everything because you were just kind of quote unquote going with the flow. Everything was going good. And then all of a sudden, here comes this monkey wrench. And, you know, this monkey wrench came in when you were already at heightened security. So it's like, deuces, bye. Like, come on, you know. And again, I could hear some of you saying, see, this is why I don't deal with nobody. This is why I don't want to be in a relationship, you know. What I'm also getting as well with the 8 of Cups, you know, this figure is just, they have their back turned on a significant love situation. You know, significant because there are 8 cups there, not 2, not 1, right? There are 8 cups there. So this says to me, yeah, this could have been something that was already established that you guys, again, are trying to move away from, again, that intoxication of love. You know, this is also a card to me for logic, right? Which basically says, look, I need to make decisions with my head, not my heart. Okay. And with the 7 of Pentacles, you know, this is a card of planning. This is a card of reward. This is a card, you know, that basically says, okay, I have enough. I have enough information. I have enough experience. I have enough advice. Like I have enough, right? I'm good. I know what to do, right? You just kind of have to figure out and kind of go through the motions of each different experience to put all of these skills to test. Okay. Now, speaking of going through motions or emotions, it's hard, right? It's absolutely hard. You have the 7 of Wands here with the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant definitely is relationships, it's marriage, it's like institutional things. It's the card of advice. So it's a card of things already being substantiated, things already being in existence, things that are already set and already kind of established, if you will, right? And with the 7 of Wands, you know, this is a card of like defiance and fighting and reaping and, you know, just getting out there and plowing the fields and doing the work and not giving up and putting your best foot forward, right? So at the end of the day, Aries, by the way, that's your advice for this reading. By the way, that one little card is your advice for this reading. Don't give up. It's hard. It sucks. Trust me, I don't know why they call them relationships and relating. They should call them love and war or something else. But, you know, Aries, I kind of feel like is a sign that's pretty much black and white to me, which is the Pluto influence. You know, that whole transformative, the extremes is either all or nothing, which is the same with Scorpio. But then also with that Martian effect to it, it's you go hard if it's all and you go hard if it's nothing. Right? That's your Hermit card. Like you are good. For those of you as an example who are single, you are so good being single, right? But I do kind of feel like universally every now and then as part of your evolutionary journey, the universe will kind of quote unquote throw you a bone of some sort of connection. And maybe you kind of get caught up. You kind of let yourself go, especially emotionally. And then at the slightest, ain't nothing about this card is slight, but it feels like this to you, Aries. At the slightest trouble or whatever you want to call it, you get defensive. You look, 7 of Wands and the 2 swords here. Again, these are pretty significant swords, especially with that Queen of Swords, right? You kind of go into self-protection mode and you push out, push away, get rid of anything that was currently interrupting, you know, your energy field or your life. Okay? So angels are saying to me to tell you, Aries, don't be scared. Just be prepared. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't be scared. Just be prepared. All right, guys, I'm going to pull 3 romance angel cards to see what additional information God, Angels, Universe has for you. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like a lot of the times, Aries, you're in denial about this, right? It's like you would like it, right? And you know, you even know that it won't be easy to get it. But I feel like a lot of you are like, yeah, but it doesn't have to be this freaking hard. I mean, it could be hard, but it doesn't have to be like ridiculously hard. I will simply turn that back to you, Aries, and saying you are Martian. Everything you do in life is going to be ridiculously hard. Why? Because you're ridiculously tough. Okay? So I kind of feel like for a lot of you, that could have been an aha moment where basically saying you don't get the easy 1Z, 2Z lessons. You don't. Because you're not an easy 1Z, 2Z warrior. You know what I mean? You are a warrior. You know, not a freaking usher in the movie theater or church. Like, you are a warrior. You are built to kill and destroy and change and control and manipulate. That's your energy. So the universe is not going to bring you anything else. Okay? And if it does, you're going to get bored out of your freaking mind and go into self-protection mode. Okay, next card is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Jesus God, I can't make this up. There's that intoxication of love. That you know, there's love as an action, that agape, but then there's also love as an emotion. Okay, that's the in love part. And the part here that's especially talking about addiction is what you're deathly afraid of. But as a warrior, right, you can enjoy the fruits of being in love momentarily. The problem is when people try to live there, like they pack a bag, they move in, they try to stay there, and it's impossible. You know, you guys know, like I know, you can't be happy all the time. Being in love is no different. I feel like that's more information for you, Aries, and saying, look, get in, enjoy it while you're there. When it's time to shift out of it, get the hell out. Okay? That realistically is what you have to learn, Aries, because I think Aries is a fixed sign. I don't know if Aries is a fixed sign or not, but you guys, again, are creatures of habit and creatures of routine. So being in love in this state of being, you want it that way all the time, right? But when it changes, then you pull out of it and you just stay out of it. Again, those extremes, all or nothing. You guys have to learn the gray areas. Next card, 2 other cards came out, so I'm reading 2 cards. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you guys together. I love this for you, Aries, because with this information we just gave you, now you can call in that exact situation that's going to match your personality and who you are. And last card is past life relationship. You have known each other before. Okay? Yeah. Call in that person who's familiar to you. Call in that person who's alike for like with you, Aries. You know, you now know, say for instance, you're armed with information. So it's up to you guys as to what kind of relationships you have going forward. There's not some magician or warlock or wizard somewhere mixing up a potion that's going to bring you your perfect person. There's no such thing. You know, especially here in the physical, angelically or energetically, we're all each other's soulmates and twin flames because we're all from the same energy. But physically here, honey, you can get perfect-ish, okay? But you're not going to get perfect. Anyway, guys, I hope this helps. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers, my existing subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Bye.